Hi, guys. How are you today? I'm about to do one of the craziest interviews ever that I never expected to do, but I'm really glad to do. Now, if you've been watching my videos, you're all familiar with the Amber saga that's been going on. I've been keeping you guys updated, and this is basically another update, and but from someone else's story. Now, do you guys remember Jen from her fiance's name is Clint. He's from Love After Lockup. Everybody remembers Clint. We interviewed them, I believe, twice before, and so this is our third time. But she used to or is, I don't know what's going on. So what happened last night is I start getting all these text messages for me to go to Jen's live or Amber's live because something was going down. I guess Jen had mentioned my name, talking about I'm going to tell Sharrell everything that Amber has done to her. But I couldn't get in it. I was blocked, right? I was blocked on both channels. So someone started actually sending over Perry as he was hearing the news, what was going on. I called Jen this morning, and let me tell you, I was blown away. Now, refresher really quick. I fired Amber 4 months ago, almost 5 months ago. And through that whole, I made the tape, I told you guys what she was doing to me, assuming my identity. I got an attorney. The attorney says, we're going to gather evidence. I have up to 2 years to sue Amber. But it's even worse than I thought. She was opening up accounts under my name, asking people for money. Things like this, just being real ratchet. So I decided to go the smart route and not to sue right away. We collected witnesses and evidence and things like that. I had them come on the show to also, if you guys had any questions about lawsuits and how YouTube channels go and stuff like that. And we've been working very closely with him ever since. It's no rush. I have up to 2 years to sue her. But now I got more evidence of things she's been doing to me and other people. Jen, take it from here. You called me last night to tell me what? Or I called you after having people say call you. What's some of the first thing you told me?
I needed somebody to reach out to you because it was like going completely out of control. I was doing IG lives last night because the only podcasting I've ever done is with Amber. So I don't know how to StreamYard or whatever that is. So all I could do was like to try to get the story straight because it was like attack, 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 attack. I just went on my IG live and I had, because it times out after an hour. So I had to do 4 of them at a time.
Wow. Okay, let's start with let's start with what you said Amber was doing to me, and then we're going to get into detail about this argument you had last night or whatever. I want you to start with me because they are already familiar with the problems that I was having with Amber. You said that Amber has been stalking me, right? For another word.
Sure
What kind of
has.
things has she been doing to me?
Like, do you want an example or just like,
Just
okay. Oh gosh, Marie, do you want to go first or you want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Okay, the Larissa, this was the most recent, was with Larissa. That was the only time I'd ever done like the black screen that V does and Amber does a lot. Because Larissa had, I guess she had gotten arrested.
hold on.
And
People are saying you're echoing.
oh,
Andrea,
okay, hold on.
hold on.
Is it better?
No, hold on. Let me take you down, drop you, bring you back up. Andrea, can we hear now? Is it still echoing?
Is it better, Andrea?
V, Perry, Damien, can you guys hear? Okay, go. Okay, what happened?
So it was when Larissa had gotten arrested and Amber was in this big hurry to cover the story because she didn't want you to cover it first. So I literally had no time to like I don't feel like I'm presentable right now, but like be somewhat presentable because I didn't want to look a fool because I would rather be like this instead of being behind a screen. In my opinion, it's more personable.
Mhm.
Answer
And
the question: what difference does it make who's ever's first?
because you're not,
She's obsessed with you.
Okay, it makes no difference. It's just something in her head, right?
and then you got made fun of later that day because I guess you were saying ices or something
Hmm.
like that.
Hmm.
So you were getting made fun of about that.
So, does she go on my comment section?
Um, I can't really confirm that, but I mean, if she does, it's under another account.
Does she?
Oh,
I know that
yes.
she watches that I know of right now 13, and that is accurate for truth as of right now 13.
Why? Why? Just so she could enter places unknown?
I know she's seen every single one of your lives.
Why?
And let me be honest with you, there was one live that I did do after you had done, and it was the Robbie one, because some of this you were a little off on some of the info with Andre. So I did do
Oh, yeah,
a
yeah.
live about sweetie pies after you had done that. So I do want to let you know that, because I'd watched the show all the way through, and I was friends with the cousin
Mhm.
of Andre. So I just wanted, yeah. So I'd went on after you had went on, and not just because of you. It was also because I was following the story and Tim and all that. So I did do a live after, not right after you, but like a couple hours later. So I wanted to get that out before the missiles get thrown at us after this live.
Mm-hmm.
You said she checks my numbers on a daily basis.
On a daily
Mm-hmm.
basis. It's
Why?
your numbers. She
Perry's.
said Perry's numbers. I think maybe Geo.
Yeah.
Definitely no. I get this girl's name wrong, and I don't want to get her mixed up with another person. But it's the girl with the accent that was
Andrea?
mad at. No, it's the girl that got mad at you for not giving her the shout out name.
Backwoods Barbie.
Oh,
And
okay.
and Katie Joy,
Do you know why?
because what she claims is that you buy. She says that you buy subs every 4 days. That you buy 1,000.
It's obviously she doesn't understand how YouTube works. So
Well,
YouTube.
clearly to her, she thinks that she owns it. So I guess
Mm-hmm.
she thinks that she does.
Yep.
Well, let me tell you what she's thinking with those subs. They round it up to the nearest zero. If you have certain amount of followers, they'll round it up 10, 50. They don't do like 151, 152. When you get to the nearest whatever your group is, mine happens to be in the 200,000s. She doesn't understand what she's looking at. And plus, if I have 250,000 subs, that's a lot to buy. I have over 4 million views a month. That's a lot to pay people to watch my views. Amber's out of her mind. What else is she trying to do? Why is she tracking me like that? Oh, you said she had a blueprint of my house.
I'm
Lies.
not. Yeah, I'm not sure like the blueprint thing, so I may have to recamp on that. But I will say that like every bit of info, it was more to try to prove that she was saying that you and Perry were married. So what she would do is when Perry would do a live, she would send a picture to try to like compare it to like your house and where
Mm-hmm.
you would be. Do you know what I'm saying?
Send the picture
So
to who?
I know what your whole house looks like on the inside, Sharrell.
Yeah, she posted the realtor like when it was for sale. So we saw the whole empty house, the kitchen that Perry used to sit at all the time, all that.
$5,400 a month.
Yeah,
Why?
exactly.
Okay, so she has pictures of my house. She watches what I do on a daily basis. She makes comment in my comment section under how many names you can think of, how many
I
aliens.
know for a fact as of right now, and this is because background checks are being done, is 13 active.
Amber's out of her mind. Very, very
It's crazy. That's stalking. I mean, it's
she's
crazy.
stalking me. Yeah.
Like there was a live, I don't, because she was making fun of you saying that your thighs looked really fat. There was a really funny guy in the hot tub. I believe he said that the temperature was like in the 80s in the hot tub. Um, something about you guys were drinking. Perry was like doing the live, and I think he called you, like he was joking around, called you stupid or something. You guys were joking. You had like a sun hat on.
Yeah. So she watches everything I do, watches every video, knows where I live, has pictures of my house, know that
She
I
has
pay.
your address, your phone number, everything.
I'm scared. That's abnormal.
Yeah, but
I've
what's
got
really
to have
weird is I literally just found out what her real name was last night. And she's saying that I'm endangering her kids because I called her out on what her name was. Her name is Autumn, not Amber.
Her name is
And I
Autumn.
know her middle name too, but I would have to look through whatever. Like I said, all this is being covered by background checks.
Now, people have had problems with Amber in the past. I was warned to stay away from Amber from the
So was
whole
I.
thing. You were warned. So she appears to be normal for a while, for quite some time. Let's talk about the big thing that happened last night. And how long did it go on and what happened? And wow.
Do you want to take this, Marie? There's so much stuff. It's been building up.
It has been building up. So, Amber acts, or Autumn, whatever, acts like, a 6-year-old that doesn't want to share her Barbies. Okay. Like, me and Jen got real close. I felt like she was, now mind you, I rolled with Amber since like March. Okay. And she does this podcast now with Jen, whatever. Jen's name's nowhere mentioned. She's only listed as a co-host on a flyer. And then I was told I was going to be brought in as a co-host as well. And I said, pick one of my good IG pictures, throw it up there. I don't care. Okay. I know what I
We
bring
were
to the
all
show.
on a conference call, just so you know.
Yes.
So
The
I
three
can
of us.
verify this. When Amber said that Marie was going to be a co-host, that was set in stone. We were all on the phone for that.
And so anyway, then her moderator came in the day after and said, no, she works a full-time job. So maybe just Thursday for like the last 10 minutes or
party.
Friday.
She wanted you to do just the block party.
Yeah, just the block party. Like what? and we were supposed to have a schedule, but like we can't even keep up with what she's doing because one day she's doing keto, one day she's doing true crime, one day she's doing child abuse, one day she's doing it's like that's how she thinks. It's all scattered. I don't understand the way her brain works. And she had 2 ride or dies right here sitting right next to you, Sharrell. 2 ride or dies for her, and she just completely did us dirty.
How long did you work with her, Jen?
Very shortly after she started her channel, very shortly after that.
What about you, Savage?
Well, I was never officially brought on because she said in the beginning to Jen that I was a liability.
When Amber was stalking me, you had to know this was odd behavior. What was your thoughts?
Well, I know for a fact me and Jen had several conversations like, why does she keep doing this? Like, what? Hello? Like, something's not right with it. What do you care? Focus on your own channel.
Jen, when did you notice something wasn't right?
Well, to be honest, like the issues with you, I knew about the issues with you from the day that she got fired. I was led to believe that she was fired because of me and Clint in the interview, and that Matt had something to do with it, that it was Matt's fault. Because when she got fired, I reached out to Amber and I said, was this something that I did, or you being friends with me, or whatever? Because I had heard that she was getting close with castmates. So I thought that it was my fault, and I felt bad. And I thought maybe it was that. And then like Matt got thrown into the mix of it because the situation with Tracy. Matt got a lot of blame out of it too.
Okay, so you came in not knowing the full picture, right? You just thought these people are mistreating Amber. Is that what you thought? Would that be safe to say?
Yeah.
I put some judgment on you. I'm not going to lie.
And so you thought you were helping a friend, right?
A sister. That's what I was.
How close did you guys get?
Close. Very close, close enough for there's going to be texts that are going to come out that are either going to be doctored because she knows how to do it. That's confirmed. Or anything. Oh my God, the past 2.5 days have been a complete nightmare. You have
So
no idea.
she has been accused in the past of doctoring text messages, DMs. You know for a fact she does this?
I know for a fact because one of the girls that's friends with her now that Amber talked nothing but crap about and Lauren talked nothing but crap about, she even admitted that to me. She said that it takes literally a day and a half to doctor a text. Verbatim.
Wow, this is crazy. What do you say? Like, what is her end game? Like, okay, so she wants me destroyed. I don't know why she got rid of you. Did she give you an excuse?
I quit.
Yeah, she quit.
I quit. I could not take it anymore. 3 weeks ago, we were close to getting monetized. Amber brought Lauren, who I call Medusa, and I don't care because I know she's watching this in her 50 different accounts. And she brought some other girls over. Lauren did. I had a problem with one of the girls. I'm not going to say her name because I'm not going to disrespect her, but you know who I'm talking about, Sharrell. We talked about this earlier. And things just started going haywire. Well, things got really bad. My dad died last week.
Sorry.
And it's fine. It's fine. Amber did reach out. Like she said, hey, sis, I'm there. She did send me one text that said that she hoped that the memorial was beautiful. But prior to the monetization and with Lauren, Amber and I used to talk like 10, 15 times a day. I was very close to her kids. I talked to her kids on the phone. She has somehow manipulated everything from last night's live until now. It has been nothing but crap.
I'm sorry to hear about your father. That's the last thing you need is to go through these problems while you're grieving.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how long was it? When did you actually figure out something's not right here? Something's
3
wrong?
weeks ago. 3 weeks ago when Marie and I started getting closer, I started talking to Marie because I knew that because Marie was really close to Amber. So Marie and I ended up becoming friends because Marie would come on to the show and we vibed really well. And I just noticed when she brought the new moderator in, we were having problems with the show. People were sending me messages saying that their comments weren't being seen. People were getting kicked out. And I was like, and I didn't want them thinking I had something to do with it because they're not fans to me, okay? They were never subs to me. They were my family. It wasn't even about the money. It was without those people, Amber and I wouldn't have gotten where we had gotten. And I think that's where Amber got lost along the way because I think that little head of hers got too big.
You've known
I'm sorry. Lauren claims she's known Amber since April and she's rolled with her. What I find very funny is I never knew of a Lauren. We didn't know of a Lauren until 3 weeks ago. And ever since Lauren came into the situation, I guess from what Amber said last night, because she's known all along that I was the culprit, a horrible person, that she started pulling away from me. No, she didn't. She started getting mad because I wasn't calling her as much, and I have that in Texas. She told everything she said last night was so manipulated, so twisted, so not cool.
Before you started working with Amber, did you hear anything about 90 Day Fiance cast members saying that they received, don't say what kind, pictures from Amber and her just kind of causing havoc in the 90 Day community? Did you ever hear about that?
I knew about this situation with Usman and that. Amber and I had talked about that, and we kind of bonded over that because, you know, when Clint first came down, it wasn't so fun for me either. And I always thought that Amber got it worse than I did. So we kind of bonded over that. The only thing that I've known about any pictures would be from a Love After Lockup that she sent them to a Love After Lockup cast member. Sorry.
So you're basically saying you didn't know to the extent you would hear bits and pieces here and there. That's why we're doing this video. We're doing this video so if anybody comes across your story and it's happening to them, but honestly, she caused a lot of damage in the 90-day community with cast members. She's been accused of going after people's men, not just Usman. It was,
I didn't even know that.
well,
I knew about Usman. I did not know about any other men.
yeah,
I was
there's
never
others.
told about that.
And love after lockup people. Knowing what you know now about the damage that she actually caused in the 90-day community, do you think you would have made a different decision? And what do you think of her now?
Yes, I would have made a different decision because, first of all, I didn't even know the name that she told me wasn't the same name that I found out she was born with. So I already feel like an idiot just because of that. That's not a friendship and that's not a sisterhood. It's so funny that last night she said that I violated a sisterhood. I didn't even know her real name from the beginning. So who looked like the idiot? I did. How do I feel about her now? I feel like she twisted everything. Everything. I feel like she is a narcissist. She never takes responsibility for anything. If you come at her, try to offer up anything, she gets mad, she freaks out. She's brought her children into this. Now her kids hate me. She had the kids be part of the lives that went on, even her littlest daughter. And now she brought her kids into it.
That's odd. Why would why do you know why she did that? That's
The
odd.
first time that we were on the phone, her 12-year-old son, who I really love to death, she said, I don't want to say his name. She's like, blah, blah, blah. Listen to what your Aunt Jen's doing. She's tearing your mother apart. And then she told me that,
She told a child this?
and then she told me, and then she said, how do you feel? You just made my son go to bed crying. And then the very next day, which was yesterday, she put her 6.5-year-old daughter, who I also love, she put her on it too.
You don't bring children into adult issues.
Ever.
But
Ever.
according to her, she always has said that you never bring kids into stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well, her little friend today, my daughter's boyfriend just tested positive for COVID. Okay, so I had to go pick my daughter up and then get me and her tested. So her little friend, what should we call her? Beloved. We'll call her Beloved because everybody will know. Who Amber talked so badly about, but just last night they mended their bridges. But anyway, I sent her a text because I'm like, I can't talk right now. My daughter's boyfriend was diagnosed, was just tested positive for COVID and whatever. What was the comment exactly, Marie?
I think it was somewhere along the lines of he's lucky.
Something.
Hopefully he'll die from it.
Yeah,
or something
he's lucky.
like that.
Hopefully he'll die.
Woo! This is so you think that it's her problem is a little bit deeper than just being a ruthless social climber. You think that there may be, and you're not a doctor, more to that.
I know last night that on her live she said something about me having bipolar. I think that's horrible to bring up anything about having bipolar because Amber knows the bipolar medication that I take is what shut my kidneys down, and I have to get tested for a kidney transplant. She knows this. And then you're going to call me bipolar, but she is diagnosed with something because she's taking a bipolar. She's not bipolar, but she's taking a medication too. So why are you going to knock somebody that has a mental illness when you're taking medication for a mental illness as well? And on top of that, chasing it down with wine. I don't drink. So why are you pointing a finger at somebody when you have mental issues as well? And that's not even the worst about what she said. She said that I was snorting my medication, which is prescribed to me, by the way. She said that I was abusing my medication. She hardly knows anything about anything. The only thing that she knew about is what happened at my dad's funeral. I don't know where she's getting this information that I'm some kind of, and you've interviewed with me before, Sharrell. I've never nodded off. I've never, whatever. I don't abuse my medication. I will be honest with you. My Valium, which is prescribed, I can take it up to 3 times a day. Yes, I took 4 one day because my dad was put in the ground. So if that makes me an intervention, whatever, then whatever. And I don't snort things up my nose. I put a pixie stick up my, I said this on my live yesterday. I'm like, really? They're going this low? I put a pixie stick up my nose in 3rd grade. Okay? I don't put things up my nose, not even my finger. Like, why would you say that? That's disgusting.
So you described Amber as a person that does malicious things. When it comes to me, what is her end game? What is she getting? What does she want?
She says that your thing is failing, that everybody's starting to realize who you are. Almost every day as she sees something that you do, she'll go down to the comments and start reading them because apparently you say that you only read 10 to 20 comments on your page. And what she does is she starts reading the comments where people are saying negative things to you. And then she thinks that it's funny. She's like, see, now people are starting to figure out who the real Sharrell is. That Sharrell and Perry are married, that they do have a grown son together.
But what is her end game? What is the result? What does she want? What
She
is she
wants to
trying to
see you lose your channel.
Yep. Yep.
she
Or she wants to be you, one or the other.
what is her end game with you?
With me,
Yeah. Why does she turn on you? What does she want? Why does she do
uh,
that?
I think some of it has to do with me becoming friends with Marie. I think some of
Mhm.
it has to do with the fact that I wasn't just letting her tell me what to do anymore. She says it was because I was late to a few interviews we had. Well, that's funny because I never heard a darn thing about anything I did wrong until last night, other than she said clear up the cussing, which I did. And I wasn't allowed to mention your name, which I didn't, except once I slipped up and then I covered it. And I
Right.
wasn't even on the whatever. I wasn't part of that whatever cease and whatever.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't talk about you guys. We weren't allowed to. I respected that. We didn't do it. Simple as that.
There.
What was their end game with me? I don't know. Wait until this gets shown. And then we'll talk in about 5 days. And I'll probably tell you CPS is probably going to be called to my house. Oh my God.
Well,
Amber's going to go.
That's a low thing to do.
she so much as threatened that without saying it to you last night. You're gonna have a
Yeah,
long
last
day
night she
tomorrow.
sent me a text and said, yeah, she said, you better get some sleep because it's going to be a long day tomorrow. And for somebody, and what she said on her live was, this is the last time you're going to discuss Jen. I'm not going to give her the clout or whatever. So why did you text me after your freaking live, dummy? She texted me until 5:37 this morning and texted me again and again and again. She brought Clint's mother into it, as did Beloved brought Clint's mother into it, saying that they were going to tell them that me and Clint needed to go to rehab because apparently me and Clint have a drug problem and Clint's a meth head again. Which she says she has tons of texts for me, but I'm sure they'll be doctored. I'm sure of it.
I'm just going to ask you straight out, and you don't have to answer this question if you don't want to. What you're describing to me is a person that puts a lot of energy into negative situations and just bringing havoc to people.
Mm-hmm.
I personally don't have time for that. I'm really, really busy. What kind of personal life that you think is Amber happy? Because I don't.
Nope.
No.
Does she seem like good family time to get? What is her personal life like that you know of? I mean, because it seems like she's on the internet all day bringing havoc.
That
I
is
mean,
what she does.
from what it seems, I mean, I will give her credit with this. I mean, she is a good mom. She does love her kids. She is very involved with the kids and their schooling. They do homeschooling and stuff like that. Um, I mean, she says so. I mean, she says she trained Blake, so I can assume I don't know what's up with that relationship. And I like Blake. I don't want to say anything bad about Blake. Um, I don't. I mean, do I think she could treat him better? Yeah. We all joke and say that Blake needs to mark himself safe every day on Facebook because we don't know if
Right.
she's killed him or something.
Right.
Blake does everything for her. Everything. Everything for her.
When she causes havoc in my comment section or is stalking me and doing things like that, do you see any remorse?
No.
No, she's happy about it.
She thrives on it.
Thrives. Happy.
It's the weirdest thing. Does she wow. Does she have any other friends besides you and YouTube people?
Oh, she's got her new best buddies from the past 3 weeks and whomever is sticking with her through the channel. I can only like I said, everyone that's in that that's subscribed to us is family. I'm sure Amber did her Amber's been doing damage control. I don't know who's with me and who's not right now, other than the person to the right. And see, I get the camera thing mixed up, but Marie stuck by me through thick and thin. I thought Beloved was my friend. Nope, she screwed me over. I've made a couple friends on the internet that have been great. There are a couple people I know back from Clint that have always stuck by me. I don't know, like with the channel for sure. There's a couple people they go in on my my lives, but I'm sure Amber probably has. She has turned some people against me. I know there was some negativity in the comments last night. I'm sure of it.
I have chosen to ignore Amber. It takes up too much time out of my day. If that's what you want to do, go ahead. If you chose that route, what do you think the outcome would be?
I'm going to tell you, the minute that I get off of here and this gets loaded up, or the minute I get off of this, me and Marie are going to be targeted. I'm telling you straight up.
Oh, yeah.
She is going to come at me with everything that she can. Her and Lauren, both of them are. And Beloved, she's the crazy one.
So you feel like if you just tried to do the adult thing and walked away, that it would get worse?
Oh, yeah.
She won't let that happen.
She's not going to let it happen. Amber will not let it happen. I've told her, you got what you wanted. You got what you wanted. You've got your little moderator who was on her screen last night. Moderators are in the back, but last night she was on the screen, which I called it. I said, you know what? When I'm not doing this anymore, she's going to be up on the screen. Yep. Guess what? She was. I called it. Lauren had an agenda from day one, and that was to get Jen off the platform.
And even me, apparently.
And Savage, and people that I've been friends with. There's a cast member. We call him Dr. Clyde. He was a really good friend of mine. Amber didn't like him. She talked horribly about him. She talked horribly about Tyrese. She talked horribly about Dylan. She talked horribly about everybody. Now she wants to be
saying this, and it might not feel like it, but Jen, the best thing you can do is ignore Amber. And of course, she's going to give you a hard time, because who has time for that? It takes up too much time out of your day when you feed into hate and chaos and just ridiculousness. You've already won just by having a different lifestyle than she has.
Right.
You already won.
Right.
That's how I feel about it. I ignore everything she does. She's a total waste of time. I hate to hear that you're going through this, especially when you're grieving. Right. That's a lot to deal with. I mean,
I think that's what hurt the most, is because for her to say that I never viewed her as a sister and to twist everything around and say that I harmed her children. Mm-hmm. No, you had a conversation screaming at the top of your lungs, and you put your children on the phone. You allowed your children around that. I told her son, go to the other room. Go to the other room. Don't listen to this. Mm-hmm. And she somehow twisted it around on me and said that I'm the one that did it.
Yeah, I feel that if you feed into this, what my grandmother used to say, when you argue with fools, no one can tell who's who. It would be a total waste of your time. Let Amber do what she's going to do. Something's not right upstairs. And
she's going to make money off of my the videos that I did. I told her, if you think you can do this on your own and you and Lauren can run this show, then take my videos off. You guys were half the videos. Amber is not even on them.
No.
Amber is freaking out. Stop. See, that's what they do right there. That would be Beloved. Amber's freaking out. See? Told you.
Said that to you in the chat?
That was a text that I just saw at the top of my screen.
You have to ignore her.
That's what I said. Just cut her like I did.
You have to. You have to.
Dude, they're going to be like sending CPS over here. They're going to be late.
Oh, yeah. That's different. I don't even know.
I mean, you know what? Bring it. I don't care. My house is nice. My kids are fine. Like, what are they going to do? Go upstairs and be like, oh, you guys are getting beat when I look at your, like, 60-inch TVs. Oh, let's get the kids out immediately. Like, yeah, Amber's freaking out because, you know why Amber's freaking out? Because this is what's going on. Because she's being exposed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, we had to do the video.
Why is it you guys are not allowed to talk about her, but it's okay for her to make a sock account, is what everybody says, and then put your private information on there about your home, your address, your phone number, about Perry, your guys' stats for the week. This wasn't like a 1 week thing.
That's really weird. Like,
This was weekly that they were being updated. every 4 days you got checked.
Mm-hmm.
Every 4 days you got checked, and she said that you would buy 1,000 subs. I don't know all this podcasting lingo. I'm just learning it.
Mhm. Very strange. Very like, what is she? What do you think that girl's weird. I just don't know, but I do know this.
Listen, girl. I'm a book of synonyms, and what you're saying is very kind. What I'm saying is Kathy Bates.
Yeah, it's very, very
She's
weird.
gonna come at me hard. You watch. She's gonna come at me hard with and you know what see, Amber is freaking out. Stop. See, they keep doing it. Well,
We're just having a
Amber
normal
had
conversation about your experiences. Something's
Amber
really
had her whatever to do her live last night. I said to her, I tried talking with her. I said, I have a child abuse video that I did that talks about everything in my life down to my molestation. She
Mhm.
should not be making money no, she should not be making money off of that. Sharrell, that is not right. That is my story.
oh.
I don't know legally what I can do because I never signed a contract with her because I went into it with my eyes shut clearly. Everybody told me. I'm telling you, literally, people from your guys' thing, people from everywhere, literally over 300 people told me, don't do it. Don't podcast with her. And we got along great, Sharrell. I swear to God, in the beginning, we got along great. I don't know what the hell happened to her 3 weeks ago. But behind the scenes, yes, the stuff that's had to do with you, I've kept my mouth shut for her. I'm not going to lie. Yes,
So
I
have
have.
I. So have
And
I
so is
because
Savage. We kept our mouth shut. So I guess that makes us moles, buttholes, whatever. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But you know what? It's not right to mess with people's lives. This is the internet, for God's sakes. I think, honestly, I'm not even lying. I think people should have to get psychological checks before they open up their own channel. I'm not lying. And I do think that some people should have to be ordered to stay off of social media. I'm not lying.
I mean, listen, it's very strange
It
that
is.
she, the things that she does.
Because isn't she violating the law doing what she's doing to you?
Yeah, and so I'm letting her hang herself. And like you said, she thinks we don't know about the phony accounts and things like that. Let her hang herself.
And the thing is like there was literally 3 people that knew about the phony account. She acts like me and Marie are the one that outed her. No, other people knew about
No,
it.
it wasn't 3. It was a lot of people because much like you, before she started working for me, there was a whole new group of people that she pissed off. And so they know all about it too. She's really going around the internet collecting enemies. But that's not even the least of it. I just feel, I mean,
But see, girl, I didn't even know about that. There's certain stuff that you're telling me right now.
oh, you didn't know? Well,
No,
oh yeah, you know why you weren't around when that happened. That's
no.
right. That's why you got to document it. You weren't her last victim, and like you said, there's no end game. That's just there's a problem, and
And
so
then to
it's not
bring the kids into it
oh
and
god,
and then tell people that I was using my father's death as clout. That was what really got me. I'm like, wow, wow. And then she
Jen, you
said I
have to
never put
believe.
any money into why would I put money into her stupid pens and her shirts? It says Amber, it's got her picture on it. Why am I going to pay for that? That's retarded. Why would I do that? And then she said that another girl that we were friends with, we did like this funny, haha, steamy thing. Everybody was drinking a little bit. Everybody was having fun.
Mhm.
Amber and Lauren, this poor girl, she just wanted to have friends. She was a nice girl. Amber and Lauren both called her Down syndrome. They called her slow. Marie knows this.
Mhm.
And then, you know what they did? They contacted her yesterday. I've not heard from this girl in days now.
Me either.
I don't know
And she
what.
loved us.
She loved me and Savage. We've not heard nothing from her. Amber has contacted another person. I don't want to name her name, but you know her, Sharrell. She has not talked to me. My other friend, Dr. Clyde, who's really, really close to me. We were supposed to get something going, me and him and Savage. He won't talk to me. Beloved, nope, she turned on me too. I shouldn't be so surprised with that one, but yeah, it's just she's going right up the line of people just to make me look like a jerk.
You said she did that to me too. Like we'll reach out to John, the people that she thought was close to me to try to turn them.
She was mad that John was doing interviews with you. That was like this. That was a recent thing with the John
Yeah.
thing. I didn't even know that Perry and John had gotten into it until she had told me about it. She's the one that sent me the links to it because I asked her to send it to me because I wanted to see it. I'm a nosy girl. I'm not going to lie.
Got into it. Oh, you mean on the live when they were talking
When you
about
blew the whistle with your phone, which was pretty ingenious. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I watched it. It was cool. I mean, but she had the links for it. I mean, it's I didn't have to go look for it. She's got that stuff right, ready and available.
Listen, I'm going to tell you this. It's going to be easier said than done. You have to believe in life is what you make it. If you put out negativity and you do things like that to people, you will get it back. She just hasn't had her day yet, Jen. You can't live like that.
I mean, is there anything legally that I can do? I did speak to my lawyer, and just like the stuff that she is saying, it is like, I guess the main issue is that she's in Texas and I'm in Ohio.
No, you can do a lot legally, like I am doing. We'll talk about that when we get off the air. There's a lot you can do. I'm going to sue her here from Las Vegas, and she lives in Texas. So there's a lot you can do. And I don't know. I brought my lawyer on the show one day to answer questions if anyone had. And that's what he was saying. Doxing is illegal. All the things that
she said
doing.
That I doxed her just by when I called her Autumn. She said that I doxed her just by saying what her birth-giving name.
That's not doxing.
And that's what she said. She said I put her children's life in danger by calling her Autumn. But here's the funny thing. She said, okay, she always said that she was in danger because of Lisa from 90 Day. But then she just said a couple days ago that her and Lisa were fine. So how did I put her children's lives in danger if the person that she thought put her in danger to begin with was cool with her now? Do you understand? Mm-hmm. It's like a whole big circle of like, you're not even making any sense at all. Mm-hmm.
That's why you shouldn't argue. You
can't argue with her.
Yeah, you have to turn to the law. I appreciate you coming on. What made you do it?
Because I don't think that she should not be doing. She's very smart. I will give her that, but she's not this wholesome person like she's doing. I'm telling you, the subscribers, and I hate to say subscribers because they're family. They're family to me. Some of them may hate me. I'm sorry if you guys do. I told all of you guys yesterday, if you have a question, ask me about it. I don't have a problem with that. But she looks at them as numbers. It's numbers to her. It's not friends. It's not fans. It's not anything.
Well, thank you guys for sharing your story. And let me tell you this, in the grand scheme of things, 1,000 subscribers it's not a lot. She
lost 35 in just a couple hours last night. So
yeah, she's doing this for nothing. That's not a lot of people to start being corrupt for. It just doesn't make sense.
Right.
Did you want to say anything to Clint? Who's watching?
Clint's in here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Clint who?
Brady.
You're Clint.
Why is he in here? How does he know? Amy. Beloved. You know, I was okay. Hi, Clint. I told you I needed you to call me. I told you some bad stuff was going on. Clint, listen to me.
Don't make me cry.
Clint, listen to me. I need you to block Amber. I need you to block Amy. I need you to block anybody that calls you with a weird phone number because they're gunning on me and they're going to use you as a whatever you have done. You told me to get away. Clint, I should have listened to you, Clint. You told me to get rid of Amber weeks ago. You told me. I did not listen to you. I should have listened to you. I am so sorry. I should have listened to you.
Jen, don't beat yourself up because you got away now.
But what they're going to do is they're going to try to put things into Clint's head to cause a problem between me and him. I know that they're going to, because Clint never comes in on stuff like this. I'm surprised he's in here.
Right.
Is he saying anything in the comments? Is he mad at me?
No, just wow. Call him. Thanks, guys. Was there anything you wanted to say, Savage? Jen's gonna make me cry.
I know. She's gonna make me cry too. I mean,
I would like to apologize though. I would like to say this. I haven't been the best person in this situation, Sharrell. I haven't.
Mhm.
I was mad at Perry when Perry said stuff. I was mad at Perry, but I did. You heard me talk to Perry today.
Yeah.
I would like to think that Perry and I are in an okay place. And like I said, you know, at the end of the day, Perry and I have a lot in common when it comes to stuff. You know, when we want to make a point, we make a point, and we're going to be loud and proud. And please don't say anything when we're making a point. And if I drink, I probably would have a good time drinking with Perry. I'm the, you know, I've said things about not so much about V because I really don't know V. Geo, not so much. Honestly, I think he's pretty neutral about things.
Mhm.
Um, but I have said stuff, and I'm sorry. I'm guilty for that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sharrell.
Yeah.
Um,
But here's the
I
thing, though. I think a lot of that was fed into our heads
Yeah. Yeah.
by Amber, because
Yeah.
I mean, I too. I mean, I'm not. My hands aren't clean on that either. And I've said things I regret, but at the end of the day, I can sleep at night knowing that who I'm loyal to, I'm loyal to. I don't play any of this background game stuff. And if
Yeah.
I have a problem with you, I'm gonna come straight to you. I'm not gonna
and like all I
blast it.
wanted to do was podcast. I liked
Right.
it because freaking my daughter's sick. My daughter's sick, and everybody's making fun of me because I don't have a job. I don't have a job because my kid's sick. You guys, lay off. You know, I have 2 degrees in communications and I pay my school loans every single month. I pay $1,000 for my daughter's medication to get flown in
For
because
one
the insurance
medication.
doesn't cover that.
You
That's
long
one of
as
her
you know,
medicines.
you don't have to explain yourself,
You
Jen.
know, like
Right.
I did the podcast because I felt like Amber was my sister and we had a really good time doing it. And what's very sad is me being upset, it doesn't affect her one iota bit. And I will say this to anybody, and I'm saying this and I'm not warning any, whatever. You will not disrespect me. You will not disrespect Sharrell or anybody on her panel. You will not disrespect Savage. You will not disrespect Clint. He has stayed off of social media to get his life back in order. You guys will not break my bonds with people. You will not break me.
Mm-mm.
You may
No.
bring drama into my life, but I am a good person and good does prevail. And if you guys want to side up with Amber, you better do a lot of Hail Marys.
Right.
Listen, it's a good thing that you made this video. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you,
It's
Sharrell.
really
Thank
helpful
you.
for the next person. It really does. And it's always something that you'll have tangible to show. So thank you for calling me last night. I'm glad we buried the hatchet. If you need me, just call. Okay.
Hey, Sharrell.
Thank you, Savage.
All
Thank
right.
you,
Thank
Jen.
you. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for joining the chat, guys.
Thanks.
See you
Bye.
next